Alright, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Team Career. Now, we have to address something here because some of y'all might be wondering how the heck is the next race Silverstone in England. So, during recording, I was recording the Austrian GP, right? And basically on the Sunday, right, the race day. Obviously, the Austria this weekend was a sprint, right? So yeah, the Grand Prix on the Sunday, the race, I think we had like 25 laps, and it was raining. Yeah, so about 20, I think around it was around 20 laps or so. We just had a couple laps remaining until we reached the end of the Grand Prix, and my PS5 crashed. For some reason, it just went into rest mode or something like that, and obviously I had the gameplay recording. So yeah, it ended up, well, one, it didn't end up saving the game, so I had to. So if I was going to continue, I would have had to start over from the Grand Prix, from start over from 0 laps, and I just couldn't be asked. All right, I wasn't like, though that wet race already took so long, and I just couldn't be asked. So unfortunately, we will DNF in Austria. I know this is not something you guys would want, not even me, but I'll take a DNF in Austria. It looks like Max as well took a DNF in Austria. Um, Charles Leclerc ended up winning it. Who was second? George. And third went to Fernando Alonso. Okay, but yeah. So you guys can take a look at the results here and see what happened in that race. I just sort of once the race started, I just retired, and yeah, just left it at that. In the sprint, however, in the sprint and for qualifying, right, we actually ended up, well, for qualifying we actually ended up finishing third um in qualifying. So we actually started third on the grid for the sprint. Now, Austria is usually a strong track for me. I find it's a quite easy track to drive on. So I don't know if that sort of played into it. I'm still on 90 difficulty, and as you can see in the past races, um, we've struggled, and yeah, we've struggled and sort of kept a consistent 13, 14, 12th, and then around 7, 8 or so. We sort of, that was usually our finishing places, but we also have to remember that we had safety cars and stuff that actually helped us just get ahead of the other opponents. But so yeah, I don't know if it's that or just that our car is getting better. So yeah, we ended up finishing third in the sprint, and then I think we lost like 2 places or something in the sprint. So we ended up starting the Grand Prix like fourth, fifth, sixth, around there or so. But yeah, I just couldn't be asked to do the Grand Prix. I couldn't be asked to do it all over again, and especially in the wet. So yeah, after doing 2 main wet races back to back, yeah, it was getting a bit tiring for me, obviously, and I lost the energy, and I just didn't want to race over Austria in the wet again. So yeah, we'll take another DNF, but that's okay. We still have a lot of races to go, and in this episode, that is what we'll be focusing on, because we are heading to the British Grand Prix in Silverstone. Yeah, so this is another track that I like. It is a track that I'm sort of semi-strong on. Again, it'll be my first time racing here, so we'll see how the car handles, obviously, with the new handling physics and whatnot with the new game. But yeah, other than that, let's get into the British Grand Prix. So this is the end of qualifying, and yeah, as you guys can see, we put on a second place time again. So we're going to be starting P2 in the Grand Prix in Silverstone. So I do think maybe our car has gotten better. Also, maybe as well, I did say as well that this is one of my stronger tracks, but also as well, I do think we're probably getting used to the handling and stuff and how the game moves. So I do think maybe we'll have to bump that difficulty up a little bit. So yeah, I'll probably do that just before the race happens or what. Or maybe I'll just play it out with this race, because I do know Max, Checo, and maybe even the 2 Mercedes, they always gonna pass me. Alright, it just happens. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, we are now in a rivalry with Pierre Gasly. He was one of the options in the interview that you get asked to who you want to be in a rivalry with. So yeah, we choose Gasly. So yeah, right now it's looking good, and let's get on to the final race. Alright guys, so starting P2 on the grid. So this is what our strategy is going to be for Silverstone. So we're going to go on hards and then down to mediums to the end. So let's see how this works out.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get.
Alright, so we're lined up. Looks like everyone is lined up as well.
Keep an eye on the lights.
So here we go. So we got a really good start, and we'll take ourselves into P1 in Silverstone. Alright, so for the first time ever, I think, we are first in a race. So that's quite an achievement, guys, not gonna lie. But yeah, let's see if we can pull ahead and see what we can do. Maybe we can come away with a race win here today. Maybe not. Nope. Well, there they go. Alright, so a huge boost from Charles and Alonso as well. But yeah, as I said, our cars are nowhere the level of these guys, so yeah. So here goes Alonso. Yeah, again, I mean, there's nothing we can do really. We probably just have our 1 or 2 tricks in qualifying to get as high as we could on the grid, but in the race, yeah, I mean, it's a longer game that we have to play, and our car is nowhere at that level. But we do need to remember that we are on HUD, so we are probably playing a longer game than these other 2 guys here. But oh my days, a little bit of contacts, but I don't know what they were thinking going 3 wide into those turns there. So now Stroll overtakes us, and we'll have Sainz and Checo coming. Bro, what the fuck is Checo doing? Wow, alright, Checo is... I'm not gonna lie, I'm not liking how Checo is driving, man. He's getting way too physical with us. But again, with respect to these, like the tire strategies and stuff like that, you know, again, as I said, it's a trial and error for us because I don't know how different these tires move on, you know, the different tracks and stuff like that. And sometimes, like, the mediums will be better than the soft, stuff like that, like as we saw in I think it was Australia. Alright guys, so we're on a pit stop here. So it looks like everyone went from well, softs to medium. Oh my word. Alright, so a very, very slow pit stop from us. Unfortunately, that was a small error. Yes, it looks like some people at the top of the grid who are higher up, they went on to mediums as well. I think some of them started on softs or even hards with us, and they went on to mediums. So it should be a sort of what semi-balanced race. I'm saying Haas and the K-Mag, they went on to hards. So we'll see what happens. We'll have to try and catch back up because, yeah, that slow pit stop. Whew. Alright, so it's getting a little bit intense here. It's a DRS battle, somewhat similar that happened last year in Silverstone. Problem is, I used out a little bit too much of my ERS. We'll see what we can do.
Managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
P10 is what we want to try and finish at a minimum, so we're really scraping on here to try and hold off P10 finish.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
These cars have better acceleration than me, man. Jeez.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 13.
I ran a little bit wide there.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Alright, so we'll have 2 more laps and try and catch up with Bottas, see if we can get that point. Alright, so Lewis will end up winning his home race in Silverstone. So it looks like it's gonna be P11 for us. It looks like Bottas took advantage of the battle between Stroll and I. So we'll cross the line P11, so we just got out of points. On paper it'll look like a really bad session for us, considering we started P2 and we went all the way down to P11. So yeah, but Silverstone is a fun track, but yeah, it can be very demanding too, especially in this race that just went on here. It was wow. But yeah, Mercedes, Hamilton, they got their win in Silverstone, man.
Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
Fun thing is, when I'm recording this, is actually the Sunday of the Austrian Grand Prix. So what a fun race that was. It was a nice sprint weekend too as well. So maybe is this a sign? Do Mercedes actually bring their package that they've been teasing all this time? Can they get that win? Who knows? Alright, so oh my, alright, and Mercedes won too. So is that a sign of things to come this weekend for the British Grand Prix? Wow. What a dominant performance from Mercedes today. They finished 1-2. That's 6th and 7th on the grid too. So what a win for them. What a win. Charles unfortunately came 3rd, Max stayed 4th, Lando came 5th. So yeah, but for us as well, we end up losing a good bit of places there, but it was really demanding. Had a couple of 1 or 2 incidents that I didn't agree with, especially it was Checo. He was getting a little too physical for us, making our race extremely harder than it was supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, we can probably say the same thing about me when I do my overtakes. It's a bit of a shit house. It's a bit of a shit house. But yeah, what are you gonna do? That's racing sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna head back to the factory, and I'll probably see you guys for the next Grand Prix weekend. Alright guys, and welcome to Hungary. And as you can see, it's starting to get some droplets in. Now this is a bit, whoa. So this is just a little bit later in qualifying. I did just do some opening laps just to see how the car was running. Car was running pretty well. And I ended up putting on a time just to see, and yeah, got some droplets coming in. So I just went back in for a change of newer softs. So I'm just trying to make my way around the track as quick as I could. So on my second lap I should have the lightest fuel load possible. Hopefully the track can stay dry. It's only beginning now, starting to rain, but yeah, hopefully the little bit of moisture on the track doesn't affect my performance too much. Alright, so we're coming around to the street. So yeah, let's go. Let's see what we can put down. It's not the best corner,
You've got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
and the track is already feeling slippery. So we have 4 minutes until qualifying. Yeah, not the best performance from me. Hopefully we can just make up a couple of positions. Alright, so let's see how we do. We don't really make a difference. Alright. Oh well, I don't, yeah, it doesn't make sense. The track is just gonna get, the track is just gonna get more moisture on it, so it wouldn't really make sense. We wouldn't, it's impossible to set a quicker time on any other tire other than that, and yeah, it looks like the grip level is already falling away, so so that's going to be it for qualifying. So not the best qualifying from us. I think we'll remain 15th. I don't think anyone else is going to go out after everyone got their times done on softs. So, but yeah, the weekend is looking like mixed with showers and stuff like that. Mercedes, what a performance from them. So looks like the upgrade package is doing works, man. Jeez, all right. Don't know what's going on with Max and Red Bull, but yeah, I mean, Max's race pace is always different. I've said this like 1,000 times already. So yeah, as I said, looking into the weekend, as I said, it should be mixed conditions. Might be wet, could be possibly dry, just overcast, not sunny. So yeah, we'll see how it looks going into the weekend. Let's get it. All right, guys. So it is race day and it is pouring. So yeah, it's gonna be another full wet race probably. Hopefully it can. I hope like halfway through the race it dries up or something and we can go on somewhat of a faster tire, because these wet races are just extra long, man. Honestly. But anyways, all right. So we're starting P15, and it looks like we're on Inters. Is it Inters? Yeah, what's up blue? Yeah. So we're on Inters. Apparently, an alternate strategy. They want us to go and pit for another set of Inters. I know West can go all the way, but Inters, they want us to, yeah, they want us to get a new pair. I don't know about that. I don't know. It says it could be quicker. I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm gonna make my own call here, and we'll just go Inters to the end and see how it goes. Because this track doesn't look like it's too demanding that much, because it have a lot of slow corners going on to the end. I guess in just my point of view, but yeah, we'll stick with the default strategy, and yeah, we'll just go for Inters down the end. As you can see there, there's the clouds there. There are 4 clouds, and then there's just one without rain. So hopefully we end up getting a little bit of dry action on track. But yeah, let's get to the start.
Right, that's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts.
All right, let's do it. Whoa, someone came charging in there. So making good places. We're up in 8th. Now the spray from the cars are insane. I can't see in front of me.
Right track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Alright, so that's good news for us. This wet racing is it's not ideal for me. Again, I like the randomness, but not when they hit me at, like, 3 tracks in a row or something like that. So Charles will get ahead. Obviously we made a mistake. Don't know if I can catch him. Alright guys, so as you can see here, our tires are actually starting to get warm. It's in the caution range, so I am going to make the call and we're going to box.
Okay, clear.
Because, yeah, let's see how that works out. Because we are struggling a lot on these tires. They want us on inters. Oh boy. They want us on inters, but I'm going to take the gamble and go for softs. Alright, so we'll pit. We're going to take this gamble.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Alright, let's see what goes on here. But yeah, the car's feeling really good. So let's press on, see what we can do. It's not the best track to get a lot of speed, but it looks like people are gonna pit now, so we probably made the call a lap earlier. I think the whole grid's in the box there. Jeez. So let's see what we can do. Try and get ahead of these guys.
Ayumu's coming in for his stop.
So we'll shoot out in 11th. Magnussen's 14 seconds behind, so we can try and build up on that. Sorry, Magnussen's 14 seconds ahead of us, so we can try and build up on that.
Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
Try and catch up to that, and hopefully when they're in the pits we can catch them. Alright, so these guys pit. We set the fastest lap of the race. So it looks like the other guys ahead were able to pit in time, and that makes sense. We're on softs though, so we could possibly catch these guys. Now I know mediums probably would have been the better call, considering it can probably do the 15. Softs can possibly only do 10, but I think I'm going to be able to manage it on the remaining 5 laps. So
We lost the position. Trying to keep focus.
alright, so I don't know where Stroll got all that pace from, but jeez. Maybe his medium tires are now starting to kick in, so that's possibly the problem there. But yeah, we'll have 10 more laps to go, so hopefully we can hold this out. Alright, so some intense fighting here. We're trying to hold off Bottas and Gasly. So we have 5 laps to go.
Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car.
Alright, so wow. wow. I thought I was done there. I actually got a little bit disappointed, and everyone just sort of stopped one behind the other, so I just sort of continued on as quickly as I could. So yeah, jeez. Oh man, I don't know what happened there. If I didn't see Russell, or sorry, not Russell,
Final lap, let's go.
George Russell won the race. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't see Albon or something, or I thought that he didn't give me enough space or something. I don't know what went on. We can probably double check it in the replay once we're done, but yeah, we'll be able to hold them off.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Coming around the last few corners now. So I had to defend for about, I'd say about 10 laps, maybe 11 or 12 laps. But we'll come around the corner now and we'll secure 9th place. So not bad. Not bad at all.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
New one we get driver of the day. Oh, that's true because we started P15. So yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so this is what happened. So we come on the... Okay, so we actually... Alright, we'll go in. So this is the corner here. So we turn in. And I would like to say that's my corner. Albon is still fighting it. Who knows, but I like to believe that's still my corner. Albon is still fighting it. He should have braked. He should have braked. But yeah. So, and then he tries to recover from on the grass and hits us. And then that spins us out. So it looks like it's another Mercedes 1-2. This time it's Russell and Hamilton. So Mercedes entering a little bit of a dominant period here. So we get 2 points, so we're not getting that 5. We're supposed to at least get 7th, at least, but yeah, it's just not working out. So, and then again, everyone else will probably be upgrading their cars as well, so that's why. I want to check the standings real quick. So Lewis 10 points behind Max. So we have a Max versus Lewis rivalry actually going on here. Max DNF'd, so Lewis closed the gap. So whew, it is picking up. So we might witness something again here. So I'm just imagining that this happens in real life, that at Silverstone that Mercedes ends up getting that package and just starts to make them dominant. Who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, we take a look at the constructors. So Mercedes, they're finishing consistent, so they're ahead on the constructors. Red Bull a little bit poor. They can bounce back though. And for us, we're 41, so we're around the mid-table. We're actually around the mid-table. We're 1 point above Alpine. Haas is struggling a little bit, and yeah, Williams still nothing, and AlphaTauri. These were the two teams we wanted to do better than, and we're doing better than 3 others as well. So that's really, really good.